Hello, Maurieo. Maurieo reviews the YWCA project, day one. Hello. So in this video we're just going to have a look at the survey work that we did in day one of the YWCA project. A couple of our students been involved in designing a retaining wall for the YWCA in a fairly tight sort of area, and we need a bit of survey information. So today we went out and started to have a look at the survey. So what I'm going to do is just run through quickly what we did, just to give a bit of an overview of how things are going. So I'm going to go into what I call the large screen or the full screen mode, and we're going to have a look at 12D. So here it is here, and what we did is we set up our base station here, APMM, which is an alloy plug set in the top of a concrete nib curb, just at the back of the car park there, so quite accessible. There's a bit of a tree in the area around here, but not causing too many GPS problems. So first up, what we did was a site calibration, where we located 1, 2, 3 existing marks, and we locked onto those with a site calibration, got quite a reasonable residual there, and that gave us a coordinate for APMM. We did look for IT41 here and SS360 and brass plaque 6 without any success. We weren't digging for marks at this point, just looking for marks undercover or obvious marks. So the key mark up here was this Ruakiwi clearance mark, which was just a stainless steel pin and some curb and channel, recently put in, I gather, as part of some sort of survey, data collecting area by Land Information New Zealand. These SS45A was a brass plaque in seal, not all that obvious. We didn't really found it with the GPS. And this one here, SS40, again was a brass plaque in a seal footpath put in there. So that was in here, and as I say, we looked for this one here. We looked for SS260 and actually found it, but it was not suitable for GPS measurement, as there was the sky above was a bit obscured, and it wouldn't take good readings on the day. So we may be able to revisit that at a point in time. Now we then put in some survey control of our own. A survey nail here, MW, flush in the footpath, a survey nail here, BT, and a survey nail here, BM, all just a survey nails flush in the footpath. I'll explain why that is a bit later on. So we used the site calibration to get a good determination of these, and this is shown here in the Travis spreadsheet. So block 1 is just radiations between survey nail and here. These will be used to orientate the various traverses that we want to do. We're going to essentially traverse from here into here, down to here, and through to here, and close back onto this line here. So that's just calculating joins between those known marks as we predicted. And then we've got 3 more blocks just showing the closes out to the other known marks, and they're all pretty good, all within 20 mils. So it seems like a pretty reasonable sort of control going on there. So just going to flick over here to the AutoCAD and you can see how it all fits together in the scheme of things. So here's our 1, 2, 3 known marks that we found. Here's our new marks that we put in. So we've got calculated bearings and distances here, and from here down to here. And I don't know whether I did from there to there. I'll just have a quick look back, and oh yes, we did. So that's going to give us a closed traverse using in the 12D. And then the proposal is that we will traverse down through here, it's not, this is quite a 2 or 3 story building in here, and it's quite a canyon down in here, really not possible to get in there with the GPS. So we're going to have to go down there with a total station and to collect the data for the retaining wall, which is essentially going in here, as you'll see in some of the other video clips that we've got. And then down here we can see the mark. Oh, there's a mark that we looked for down there. It's not showing up on this plan. Possibly I haven't got the correct layer turned on. But there you go. That's pretty much it for the what we're going to do. And so what I did was we did a couple of little videos on site, video clips. So I'm going to show those now, and that'll give you a bit of insight and commentary as to what's going on, and we'll see how things go from there. So yep, we'll cut over to the video clips at this point. So here we are at the YWCA. Got the base station set up here, and we're doing a bit of control survey at the moment. The boys are away finding some control points further down the street. Here we are, we can see the boys coming back from trying to find a survey mark about 100 metres down the road there by on the Palmerston Street corner. Judging from the way that they're walking there, I don't know whether the expedition has been successful or not, but we'll see how we go and see what we can find out when they get back. So how did we get on?
We found one.
We found one. Awesome. But
there was no we had some poor precisions.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't take a reading.
It wouldn't?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, why not?
Just satellite. Must be because of the trees.
Oh, was it under some trees or something?
It was right next to the big trees.
Oh, okay. Oh well. Well, we did our best.
That's it.
We'll just pause the video. Our traffic control. Here's our traffic control guys leaving the site now. So this is our site here. We can see the curb and channel at the top of the hill. We're going to need to pick that up, and then if we just move along here, we can see the entrance to our site just through this little gateway here. Hopefully won't be too wobbly. Should have bought my selfie stick. Keep it stable. Looking down in through here, this is the area that we need to survey. It's going to be quite tight, not suitable for GPS. You guys can walk through and be the actors. So we have our Mark and Blaze here going through the area, just checking it out. So we're hoping that we're able to traverse through this area, probably put a survey mark at the bottom of in the lower area. This is quite steep in through here. So do we go down these steps? Let's hope the cameraman does not trip up.
Do you want me to hold the camera, Murray?
That'll be alright. Well, I'll be alright till I tumble down there.
At least you make your way down there.
So as we go down the steps, oops, and look at that blank concrete wall. So we've got this area down the bottom here. And I'm just going to slowly spin around and look back up the steps. You can see that it's rising up there a good 2.5 meters, would you say? As Blaze looks knowingly up the slope, eyes it up. Here we go. So currently we've got quite a lot of services in here along the way. There's various gully traps, a water meter, pipes and hoses, clotheslines. As we go through here, out the other side, past the swimming togs. Here we go. Well, it's quite low in here. It's not, it drops down quite considerably in this spot here, so that's possibly not going to be too bad in there. As we come down into here, oh, it's quite low, and that's the end of the Cuban channel. So it's probably yeah, it comes down into here. Well, it's probably not too bad in here, in this little area here. And you come in there, and we look back up through there, and then we should be able to close our traverse out the end of the house. We've established a mark on the other side of the road by the Huntley brick house. So there you go. That looks like it. Yes, so that gives you a bit of an overview of the site and what's happening there. As you can see, it's quite enclosed and quite tight, with quite a variety of heights one way and another. So it will need a little bit of surveying there. Now, there's just a couple of little things that have occurred to me as we were doing the survey, and I'll probably just want to perhaps just go back and have a look at a couple of things. So on the bigger screen here, I'll just drop that down in there. So yeah, the observations that we did for the survey for the existing marks were just a single 10-second topo observation, as I was getting familiar with the site calibration. Well, we could only use one reading for the site calibration, but for the new marks that we put in, we used a technique where we took two readings after 180 degrees opposed. So we took a one reading with the pole, then turned the pole through 180 degrees, and took another one, and then I've taken the mean of those. So if we actually look here at this here's the printout from the field book report, hopefully coming up here. Oh, here it is here, New Zealand field book report coming in here. Here it is. So this is the readout from that we've downloaded from the GPS, showing our different measurements here. So it's just the way that I've got it reading is it shows the bearing and distance from the base station, and with the antenna height and the time that we took, and the number of the precision down through there, and the number of epochs, which is 11 or sort of 10 seconds. But what we actually did, if you look down here, there's a lot of that's the information that I put in pre-survey. So this is the survey stuff here. I actually used the IBMM coordinate that came out of the data recorder, because that had been determined using the site calibration. And then as we come down here, we've got two readings of each one, and I just meaned these out. Pretty easy to mean them up because they are quite close. So I meaned them up for X, Y, and Z, and loaded that into a CSV file, and then put that into 12D. So that's where all that data came from. So I'm pretty happy that that sort of wraps up everything for the day, for day one of the YWCA project. Reasonably successful in that we have got control established and we know where we're going to go. We also talked to the client rep at the job, and they have organised, or in the process of organising us, some access into the neighbouring property, so that we can measure down the Cuban channel that you saw in the photo. So there you are. That's our review for day one of the YWCA project, and we can look forward to another day or two getting this survey all sorted out. Cheers. See you.